What is up, and I welcome each and every one of you back to a brand new Civ 6 or Civilization 6 video. Hope you're all having fantastic days, and if not, I hope I can make your day just a little bit better. Today we're going to be looking at the top 5 strategies you have never heard about and you have never even dreamed of. These strategies will get you on an FBI watch list and wanted by the United Nations for war crimes against humanity. So yeah, be careful when using some of these strategies. But in all honesty, these strategies aren't obviously going to be anything that's completely unheard of. They're just strategies that are pretty much underutilized, that I never really hear talked about, that are absolutely insanely broken. So you might know a few of them on the list. But yeah, without further ado, let's get started. At number 5 on the list, we have Russia with Apocalypse Mode. Now, Apocalypse Mode might not be the most popular game mode, mainly because by the time late game comes around, you're going to have meteorites taking out all your precious cities and resources. But Russia on Apocalypse Mode is absolutely disgustingly broken for a number of reasons. Number 1, Russia either goes for a culture or faith victory most of the time. I know there's a new Void Singer's Secret Society strategy that pretty much allows you to get a science victory pretty quickly, but all in all, you're not going to be too late into the game where meteorites are going to be falling on you. The other thing is, though, Russia does not take damage from blizzards. You know, obviously some of their improvements will be pillaged, but considering that you are starting in the tundra, and that despite the fact Russia gets production and faith in the tundra, they don't really have a food bonus in there, you could completely stay in the tundra, don't have to worry about floodplains because there's no such thing as a floodplains tundra, and just blizzards the entire way. You'll be so defensive because units in Russia's territory get double the damage from blizzards. That's pretty much fan service from World War II. And the other thing is, though, you're going to be getting so many yields from that, especially if you have disaster settings set up to 4, Apocalypse Mode. You can easily get double-digit yields in a lot of your tundra tiles, making you absolutely monstrous. Add that in with Void Singers, add that in with Work Ethic, and you are going to have absolutely monstrous cities, powerful cities, and even a science victory you should be able to win, maybe even before turn 200 if you get enough of those blizzards. Definitely going to be trying all these strategies out on the list, but yeah, Russia Apocalypse Mode, absolutely disgusting. Stay tuned for that video in the future. And at number 4 on the list, we have Tamar Monarchy. Tamar, I know. Give me a second. Please don't click off this video. I'm not crazy. We got Tamar Monarchy Rush. Now, Tamar, the one ability that really is consistently useful on Tamar is probably her ability to build walls pretty fast. So going for Monarchy on Tamar and getting 2 diplomatic favor per level of walls is absolutely disgusting, or I think it might be just Renaissance Wall. I'm not too sure. Nobody really goes Monarchy. Nobody really goes Tamar. This is a pretty good strategy, hence why I'm using it. If you build enough walls on Tamar, you can easily be getting 50 to 70 diplomatic favor per turn. I use this strategy on my Russia No District Rush, which you should definitely go check out, by the way. But yeah, getting Monarchy and getting walls will allow you to get monstrous amounts of diplo favor. In fact, by the time late game rolls around, you should easily be able to win any sort of proposal whatsoever. And obviously the Statue of Liberty is also there, so you can maybe do that, get the 16 diplo victory points, get Statue of Liberty, 20 diplo victory points, win the game, profit. But even early on in the game, get walls as soon as you can, beeline Monarchy, and then by the time the 3rd or 4th World Congress rolls around, you should be able to win every single proposal, no problem. In fact, by the time turn 200 to turn 220 comes around, you should have already won the game. Tamar's production towards walls does make things a lot easier, and yeah, Tamar, Monarchy, Diplo Victory Rush, probably the best strategy on her that I've seen so far. And at number 3 on the list, we have Gorgo Fascism Rush. Now, Gorgo does get 1 combat strength for every military policy she has in her government, right? That's not like policy slot, it's 1 policy card. So theoretically, when you get fascism giving you 4, wildcards giving you 2, you maybe get the Forbidden City with another wildcard policy slot. That is a potential of 7 combat strength immediately per unit, no questions asked. You add that in with the Oligarchy Legacy card, although you're not going to be able to get that because, okay, Oligarchy Legacy means 6 plus 4 is 10. That's 10 combat strength for your melee units, your infantry units. Pretty much how the strategy goes. Build a few hoplites early on. If you can early rush, great. If not, just use those hoplites to destroy early encampments, take out some city-state units maybe, get a butt ton of culture, and then build your Acropolis. I think they're Acropolis, yes. Settle out some cities, get your production absolutely sky high, get fascism early on, build your units, and then you will absolutely go to town. Getting 10 combat strength with the oligarchy rush, it's 6 combat strength from the military policies, and then an extra 4 from oligarchy, as well as the military policy slots obviously help you towards a military victory. 10 combat strength on your melee units is going to decimate any and all forces that stand in your way. Upgrade your units. Don't upgrade your spearline units. Spearline units are trash until bazookas, or I think AT crews, whatever they're called. So yeah, Gorgo, Fascism Rush does allow you to easily go for a late game domination rush, especially if you are able to keep your science up. For districts, obviously beeline the Acropolis, then go into campuses, then go into commercial hubs. Build a few units early on because you're not going to be able to get industrial zones because you're going to need Acropolis, campuses, and commercial hubs. Build some units, upgrade them later on, and then you're going to easily have enough science and enough culture to get fascism and the military units you want. And at number 2, we have one that has gained popularity recently, which is why I do want to talk about it, the Void Singer's Science Rush. Now, this strategy is usually meant for somebody like Menelik or as Peter of Russia. The reason is because they both have massive faith generation, and in Menelik's case, he does have the Void Singer's ability in his kit, actually. Like 15% of his faith is transferred as culture and science. Void Singer's second Secret Society promotion, which is unlocked in the medieval era, allows you to translate 20% of your faith into science, culture, and gold. So if you have, for example, 100 faith, you're going to be looking at an extra 20 science, 20 culture, and 20 gold. We obviously don't have to explain why this is absolutely broken. You can use this on anybody pretty much, but usually it's meant for the guys who do generate a lot of faith, like Menelik and Russia in particular. So get some Lavras early on as Russia. After that, you're going to go for some campuses. Same thing with Menelik, get some holy sites and then get some campuses. And then obviously use trade routes because you have Aksumite Legacy, which gives you faith per trade route. Resources, upgrade your resources, and then by the time medieval age comes around, you will easily be able to make in the excess of 200 to 300 science and culture per turn, allowing you to snowball, beeline research labs for both civs, beeline the communism civic for both civs, and you should easily be able to get a nice, at the very least, 250 science victory if nothing really goes wrong. This is a pretty broken strategy. It is a lot more well-known than the other strategies. I did want to include it because if you have not heard of this strategy, you're missing out. It is absolutely disgusting. Blah. And then finally, the piece de resistance, the creme de la creme, the garde impériale of our list. We have an absolutely disgusting strategy that I will have a video coming out later on. This is the strategy that will put you on a list, on a blacklist pretty much, a no-fly list as well. That is the Himiko Hungary levy unit strategy. This strategy will allow you to, no joke, get line infantry in the classical era. Your swordsmen will, without military tradition and the flanking bonuses, have 65 combat strength easily. So how the strategy works is you're going to pick Hungary, obviously. You're going to go for Heroes and Legends game mode. You're going to go and keep getting Legends until you could get Himiko. Now, the Himiko unit is very, very interesting because, number one, she acts as a great general, giving you 5 combat strength, and her 2 abilities, which she has 8 charges for, by the way, is she gives 1 envoy to a city-state, and she can levy a city-state's units immediately with her ability without costing any sort of gold. Now, Hungary gets 2 envoys when levying city-state units, so if you use Himiko's ability to levy a unit, you'll get 2 extra envoys, and Hungary has bonuses towards levied units, as you all know. He obviously has, number 1, 4 movement speed warriors, so 2 extra movement speed per unit, and 5 extra combat strength. Now, as Hungary, if you beeline ironworking, you get an encampment using Jewel of the Danube promotion, Pearl of the Danube, which gives you 50% production towards districts across rivers. You're going to be using that to get maybe 1 or 2 encampments in your empire. You're then going to go for the encampment rush to get a nice, great general. You're going to get ironworking, get some iron, and you're going to use Himiko to levy enemy city-state units. Now you're going to use those city-state units, move into your empire, and upgrade them into swordsmen, which will cost 5 iron and 25 gold due to Hungary's unique ability. Now, let's just take a minute, right? Swordsmen have 36 combat strength. With Hungary, they have 4 movement speed and 41 combat strength. That alone makes them better than the Horsemen. With Himiko, you're looking at 46 combat strength. With the Great General, you're looking at 51 combat strength. With Oligarchy, you're looking at 55 combat strength. With, I think there's something else, right? No, that might be it. Okay, so it is with flanking bonuses. You are going to have 65 combat strength, but 55 combat strength immediately. That is not taking into account you might be up against a spearman, putting you at 60 combat strength. A spearman on a floodplain would put you at 62 combat strength. When defending in a forested hill, you are going to be at damn near 70 combat strength against anti-cavalry units. This strategy is absolutely disgusting. You don't have to spend gold to levy units. You get easily 55 to 60 combat strength units just by getting swordsmen, a great general, Himiko, and Oligarchy. This is an absolutely disgusting strategy. I highly recommend you check it out for yourself. And I have this strategy. I have the video. It is coming out later today. So don't forget to like and subscribe to not miss out on that video that is coming out in the next few hours. It was so fun and it was such a great... I literally took out 2 civilizations before turn 100. It was absolutely revolting to see. And I am actually going to get arrested tomorrow probably. So if you guys do see my face on TV for charged against, war crimes against humanity, worse than the mustache man from Germany in the 1930s. That's the face reveal we're going to be doing. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about this strategy. I thank each and every one of you who has made it this far to the outro. As always, if you did enjoy, don't forget to like and subscribe. Helps me out a ton. We're almost at 10K, and there will be a face reveal. We're starting streaming soon. I think the first stream might be on Tuesday. I will keep you guys posted. But yeah, let me know down below in the comments exactly what sort of, what sort of strategies do you have that might work out? What do you think about my strategies? Yeah, without further ado, I will see you all in the next video. Peace.